Today we're going to be doing an overview and shooting range test of this gun right here, the Colt Python. How's it going, guys, and welcome to the Hopeful Homestead. My name is Chad, and you're out here right now on my property with me by my little tiny cabin next to my campsite. Got some shooting targets over here, and we're going to put some rounds through this thing at these targets and see what it can do. And as with all my reviews that I do about guns on this channel, I like to come at them from a realist perspective. And the Python is not so much a realist revolver because it is expensive. This thing is a beautiful, beautiful handgun. I mean, it is about as pretty as it comes when it comes to craftsmanship. And you know, it's expensive, but it is an actual Colt. It is a real Colt revolver. And there's something to be said about that. It does have target sights. It's got some nice gunfighter grips, real wood. This thing's all wood and steel. The fit and finish on it is beautiful. It's my favorite double action revolver I've ever owned. This is the revolver. If I only can take one gun with me out on a hike, when I need to be able to have effective wildlife protection, I love this 6-inch heavy-duty double-action revolver in .357 Magnum with some heavy load Buffalo bore heavy outdoorsman ammunition, sending some 180 grain hard cast flat-nosed lead bullets at 14, 15, 1600 feet per second. I can't remember what it is, but something pretty fast coming out of a 6-inch revolver. I could absolutely defend myself against most kinds of wildlife with this out on the trail. But without any further ado, I want to do a close-up overview of all the features and looks of this gun before we head over and put some rounds downrange. All right, as you can see here, Colt Python in the flesh. You got the Colt emblem here, embossed into a little coin mounted inside of the wood grips on this thing. You got some nice checkering on the grips. It is a sizable grip. If you can see my hand, I've got big hands. I'm 6'2", and I've got room below my pinky. I can comfortably hold this thing. No problem. And it's nice thick grips as well. They get thicker as you get down towards the bottom of the grip. And you do have a little bit of a right angle right here, which is nice. Sometimes gunfighter grips will just have that slope that goes towards the frame. I like when there's that little bit of a notch that helps with recoil management as it rests on the palm of your hand. This has got a decent sized trigger guard, much bigger than the single action Army clones that I have. This allows you to be able to fit your finger in there and operate the gun a little bit easier. And as you can see, you got that adjustable rear sight right there. That is very nice. Very pronounced and raised, so it's easy to acquire sight picture. Look at that fit and finish of this gun though. I tell you, it is a beautiful, beautiful firearm. Come around to the front sight, it is not adjustable to my knowledge, but it does have, as you can see, some orange paint right there that allows it to be very easy to acquire a good sight picture with this thing. And both, these are target sights, so they're both raised and very easy to shoot with. Got that .357 Magnum barrel right there. Love that caliber for this form factor. And I'll pop open the cylinder real quick so you can see how that looks. Got the wheel right there. Good old-fashioned wheel gun, right? Spin that wheel. It is easy to load this thing because you can just open that wheel and load everything up right there and pop that back in and it's ready to go. I've mentioned this is double action, so you can pull that trigger and it will fire every time. You can also use it like a single action. Cock that hammer and fire. And as you can see, this is, even though, and this is what I'll say in this, I talk a lot in my other videos about Colt single action Army clones, how much I love the single action of those guns because they lack a safety, they lack a transfer bar mechanism. It's just a simple design that makes them very smooth and easy to use. Whereas a lot of times with more affordable guns that have safeties and transfer bars in them that are revolvers, it makes that action not as smooth. It feels kind of sandpapery. It gets you can get some transfer bar pinch where you actually get it to lock up a little bit. And that does not happen with this gun. And it shouldn't because this is a close to $2,000 pistol. But as you can see, very smooth operation of that gun. No grinding or anything, but you can see when you pull that, you see the transfer bar in there. And when you pull the trigger, as you set that down, you can see the transfer bar rising to where the firing pin is. Firing pin is mounted inside of the frame here, and it strikes the firing pin, pushes the energy into the primer, shoots the round off. And we'll keep working our way around the gun. You can see on this side, you got the Colt embossed logo right there in the frame, which is very nice. Actually embossed, not just painted on, so that'll stay there forever. Beautiful, beautiful gun. You can see right there where it actually says Python 357 Magnum right there, etched in the barrel. And over on this side, you can see where it says Colt Manufacturing right there. But all right, I think that sums up the features of this gun, and we'll go over to the range and start putting some rounds on target. All right, we are here at the targets now, and it is windy. It is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful, as you can see, evening, beginning to the evening here in South Florida. January, mid-January day. It's 60 degrees, it's dry, it is sunny and beautiful. Gotta love that. Perfect day for shooting, perfect day. But all right, we're gonna put some rounds on target here. Let's go ahead and load up this first cylinder. And we are shooting today. This is some Herder's 357 Magnum ammunition. It's traveling at about 11 or 1200 feet per second if I remember correctly. And a nice, efficient, affordable, economical 357 cartridge. For a box of, I think it was a box of 50 of them, was about 35 bucks, which ain't too bad. We are from this distance about 10, 15 yards from the targets. And these do have target sights, so from this distance, it should be pretty easy. All right, for the first to start off, I'm gonna do some single action. Cock that hammer and go one-handed for the big plate. Boom, no problem. Go to the next smallest plate, two hands. No problem. Next smallest plate. Whew. No problem. Tiniest plate, tiniest hanging plate. Miss. One more. Got it. All right, not too bad. Not too bad shooting. 6-inch revolver, you should be able to hit all those. I probably shouldn't have missed that one, but at this distance, to be honest, at about 10 or fewer yards with the 6-inch barrel, these sights are kind of sighted in for being a little bit further away, so you have to compensate for that a little bit. But all right, let's go ahead and pop all these out. Load up some more. Just got a few rounds here. I think I got 3 cylinders worth of this Herder's 357 Magnum. I will say the size and heft of this Colt Python makes it a lot easier to manage the recoil of 357 Magnum. So let's go ahead and back up to about 15, 20 yards. For the first couple shots, I'll do double action. Got it. Next smallest one, double action. Got it. Next smallest one, double action. Got it. I don't know if I'm gonna hit this smallest one, double action. I'm not too good with double action, we'll see. Miss. Hey, that's all right. Let's do single action for that one. Got it. All right, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I definitely prefer, even though this is double action, I definitely prefer, if I have the time, to cock that hammer and shoot single action. But all right, let's do one more. I think I got one more round, maybe two. One of these flip back targets. Miss. All out. That's not too bad of shooting. 20 yards. I will say these sights definitely seem to be sighted in for about that distance. Man, this thing gets dirty though. Look at that. How dirty that cylinder gets. 357 Magnum spits out a lot more powder all over the gun compared to 45 Colt. But we're gonna be a little bit courageous here and load up this final cylinder. Head back to the grass line back there. Go maybe from like 25, 30 yards. See what we can do, which is really, as I've mentioned many times on this channel in these gun reviews, I don't care to be more proficient with the pistol than about 10, 15 yards at the most. Because most gunfights in America happen within less than 10 yards. And they end within less than 3 to 4 rounds being fired. So being proficient with the pistol from around that distance, and which is why I carry revolvers, because you don't need to worry about ammo capacity being some crazy amount when the vast majority of gunfights and self-defense scenarios end within 3 to 4 rounds. So 6 will do you just fine. So let's go ahead and head back to the tree line. I'm gonna bring you guys with me here so that we can continue to hear me, because this wireless mic I'm wearing might not reach this far. So I'm gonna bring the camera back here with us and see if I can get this camera to not fall over here in this wind. Got a little lull here. Man, just look how beautiful this is though. Absolutely gorgeous. Being out here all alone, shooting some lead at some steel. That's my kind of therapy right there, my kind of therapy. All right, let's do single action again. Big plate. Boom. 25, 30 yards. They don't call them target sights for nothing. Missed that one. Of course, right after I referenced the target sights, I miss. Hey, there we go. Miss. One more maybe? Come on. There we go. Yeah, we're all out. Yeah, well, you know, not too bad from about 30 yards. 6-inch revolver, 30 yards. Not too bad. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for this review of the Colt Python with the shooting test. Again, my name is Chad. This is the Hopeful Homestead. And if you feel like sticking around, my family and I are going to be building our forever home right over there over the next 12 months. We're going to be building a little farmhouse with a wraparound porch, putting in a barn, 2-story barn with 6 stalls. We're going to be getting some horses, farm animals, maybe planting a few crops, and just enjoying the life out here in South Florida on our 21-acre homestead that we're calling the Hopeful Homestead. Stick around and follow that journey if you feel like it, and I will be doing more gun reviews as well along the way. So I hope to see you here again. I appreciate every one of you that watch these videos, and if you feel like sticking around today, I've got a video right here all about why you need a heavy gun when hiking out in nature. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you over in that video. Later.